G'day guys, I'm doing another review tonight. Now this is a subtitled film, so for all you guys who don't like subtitles, I'm sorry, but maybe this is not the video for you. But if you're into subtitles, then I hope this one is interesting. It's a film from Denmark. It was made in 2003, so a while ago. Stars Mads Mikkelsen, who's the bad guy from Casino Royale, and Nicolas Likas. Never heard of this guy before this film. Directed by Anders Thomas Jensen, who's an Academy Award winner, and that film is The Green Butchers. Now, Mads Mikkelsen plays one of the main characters, Sven, and the other main character is Nicolas Likas, who plays Björn. Now, these guys are both butchers. They're working in the same shop for this horrible boss, who's a fat old guy, continues to put them down, saying how crap they are, that they're never going to be a success in life. And after all of this torment, eventually these two butchers decide enough's enough. They're going to get their own butcher shop. They're going to start their own. So this old fat boss guy laughs at them, says that they'll never be a success, and well, these two butchers want to prove him wrong, and they open their own butcher shop. But things aren't going well. No one's turning up to the shop. There's a grand opening, supposed to be a grand opening. There's a marching band and everything, but no one turns up. And that was actually a pretty funny scene. But anyway, so they don't know what's going on. They don't know where they're going wrong. Um, Even though their food is pretty bad, they still have a belief that they're really good. So a little bit of delusions of grandeur maybe. But there's a freak accident where one of the electrician who's working on their broken light in their freezer gets accidentally locked inside and he freezes to death. And so all of a sudden, bang, these butchers, Sven and Björn, have come up with a new type of meat. Now, it's a huge success. The popularity surges. Um, there's a huge surge in popularity. Everyone's going to this shop. They absolutely love this new style of meat that these two have put up. No one knows what it is. They say it's chicken, but this old boss guy becomes suspicious when he can't find the source of where they're getting it from. And the missing person list in this little Danish town is growing and growing. So he starts to have some suspicions. So that was the basic storyline without giving away too much. It's um, classed as a horror, but I wouldn't say it's your standard horror. It's not a there's no real scares in it. It's a very, very morbid storyline, very disturbing kind of storyline, but it's played down a lot because of the humour. Now, this is very deadpan humour. You have to have a particular sense of humour to really enjoy this film. I really, really liked it. It was only a new purchase from me. I got this based on opinions from some YouTubers, so I took a risk, and no, it was a risk that was well worth it because it is a very good film. Now, Mads Mikkelsen's awesome as Sven. He plays a really weird, socially awkward, nerdy type of guy with a really, really creepy hairstyle. Now, if you saw when you see him in this film, you know, type of person that would hang around public toilets, and you wouldn't trust him around the kids. He's that kind of guy that just looks really creepy. Um, but yeah, he plays the character really well. Apparently, his hairstyle was real. He had it for the movie, and he was so embarrassed that after he would stop filming for the day, he'd wear a hat all the time because it is a really creepy hairstyle. As I said, he looks kind of like a pervert, but no, it was a really good character though. He was really funny, very, very odd. And the other character, Nicolas Likas plays, Björn, he's a very troubled individual. He had a very painful past, and he escapes that past by becoming a stoner. Smokes a lot of marijuana to escape his reality. So you got two very complex characters in that, and as I said, very deadpan humour. There's no slapstick comedy like people falling over. It's just the dialogue is really, really smart and it's really funny. You've got to. They say that you really have to understand the Danish humour to really appreciate this film, but I don't have any Danish background, and I really appreciated this humour. So I guess you just have to have that particular sense of humour. A very morbid story, but it's a light-hearted kind of story. I mean, you won't come away from this film feeling really disturbed. I mean, the actual storyline as a whole is a pretty disturbing story, but yeah, I mean, you don't see any of the violence. It's just what's implied that is pretty disturbing. But yeah, as I said, I wouldn't actually call this a horror film so much, even though it's in the category of horror. If you've seen another French film called Delicatessen, that's pretty similar storyline, and you wouldn't call that one a horror, but it's just a very morbid, very black humor. So yeah, if that's your kind of thing, you'll get a lot out of this film. I've really enjoyed it and highly recommend it. Now it's a 15 classification, but on the actual cover it's an 18. The extra features on the disc are supposedly over 18. Haven't actually seen the special features yet, but the movie itself is just a 15 classification. So there's nothing brutal. There's nothing that will shock you. Pretty twisted story, but yeah, it's really fun sort of comedy slash horror slash thriller. It's that kind of film. So really enjoyed it. Good to see Denmark. Oh, this is the first film from Denmark that I've seen that's really good. So Norwegians are making good films, the Swedish are making good films, and it's good to see Denmark on board too. So becoming a real fan of this Scandinavian cinema. So keep an eye out for this one, The Green Butchers, highly recommended. Um, very, very good film, and yeah, it was very surprising because I hadn't heard much at all about this one. So definitely pick this one up if the morbid kind of twisted humour is your thing. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this one. It's The Green Butchers. Alright guys, hope you like this review, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.